Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, something extraordinarily unbelievable happened involving Howard Stern, a voicemail, and me. The oh my goodness story is just ahead.
Rain on me.
Then it's that time of year. Lists, and more lists. Today, the biggest songs of 2020. What made this list? And forget the ordinary holiday traditions. Kendall has a new one for you.
Kendall, give him a kiss. What? Give him a kiss.
Llama walking. Yep, and she's taking you along for the stroll. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let's make it a good day. We are live from our studios in the Twin Cities. Other shows, they don't have llama walking, only here. Hey everybody, I'm Jace. Welcome to the show. Please join me in saying hello to my sidekick sister from another mister, the fantastic broached, oh, no brooch today, Kendall Mark, everyone. Hello, Kendall.
Hello.
How are you doing, my love?
Good. It still throws me, though, that we're using my last name these days, Jason Madison.
I know. I'm a little mad at you. Today is brooch day, and you didn't bring me a brooch to wear. Remember, yes, I promised the audience is tuning in to see me wearing a brooch, and you didn't bring me a brooch.
My reindeer brooch. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Can you bring it tomorrow? We'll make it a special thing, you know?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll remember.
Thank you. Speaking of the audience, we have a full house today. Let's say hello to our virtual audience. Let's say hello. Look at it's like Hollywood squares, but we have two in one square. It's Ruth and Ashley. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Where are you guys joining us from?
Andover.
Oh!
Colorado.
Yes, I spend an inordinate amount of time. And did you say Andover, Colorado?
No,
Oh.
I'm in Colorado. Judith is.
Oh, got it. Okay, so Judith's in Colorado. Is it Sevilla? Am I pronouncing that right?
You got it right.
That's a beautiful name, Sevilla. Where are you joining us from?
Thank you. Spring Lake Park, Minnesota.
Fabulous. I've been there many times shooting stories. And finally, Felicia. Hi, Felicia.
Hello, you guys.
Okay.
I'm Minneapolis.
And Felicia, I'm loving it. We were all looking at your Zoom profile, and it was like Felicia Fofo. And I was loving that. Is that may I ask, is that your nickname?
Yes, I've had it since I was 9. I try to get away from it, but it stuck with me.
No, it's fantastic. I love it. Well, ladies, stay tuned. Have a seat. Well, you're already sitting. And we'll check in with them a little bit later. Okay.
Here it is.
I have a story for you. So, remember yesterday when I talked about Howard Stern signing his brand new deal with SiriusXM? Mm-hmm. And if you watch the show or if you listen to the radio show, you know I love Howard.
Yep.
You know, I think he's a fantastic broadcaster, probably currently the best in radio, without a doubt. Why am I even questioning it? I did a little bit of a monologue, and Howard and the team at the Howard Stern Show got a hold of yesterday's monologue. Because when you're a big-time show like Howard Stern, you pay for a service that lets you know when other shows talk about you.
For real?
Yeah, that's how I'm pulling, yeah. People were wondering, there's a service that tells you, Anyway, so they got a hold of the clip. And so I'm on the radio this morning. I'm on my radio show. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, I get a phone call from Marianne from Brooklyn. Now, if you listen to Howard Stern, if you don't, Marianne from Brooklyn, that's Marianne right there. Marianne is Howard's biggest fan, and she's a friend of mine actually now. Marianne, that's a clip from Marianne announcing that Howard's going to be renewing for 5 more years. I love that woman. Anyway, Marianne calls into my show this morning and says, Jason, Howard is talking about you right now. And he's running a clip of the Jason show. And I went, oh my goodness, you're kidding me. And this, look, this is the 3rd time that Howard, I think, has run the Jason show, mentioned the Jason show. An honor. I could have died right there.
Yeah.
He played a clip featuring you.
Me?
You complimenting his curls. He loved it.
They're great curls.
They are good. He has good hair. Mm-hmm. And then things took a turn. Howard continued. He said, got done with the clip, the curl comment, and he goes, I called Jason a couple years ago. And if you watch the show, you remember Howard Stern called me about 2 years ago because I was praising him then, and he called me to thank me. Never done anything like that, he said. I think he said, no, he's never called a fan. He said, well, I was in a good mood yesterday. I tried to call him again because Jason gave me his number. He goes, but I went to voicemail. And Jason's voicemail was full. So Howard Stern called me and couldn't leave a message because my voicemail was full. I rolled Howard Stern into voicemail.
You did?
Which, by the way, will be the title of my new autobiography, which will be in stores in your local B. Dalton in 2022. I rolled Howard Stern into voicemail. Right about now, my mother is disowning me.
Oh.
I remember the moment I rolled him. I had a meeting with Assistant Q. I'm going to blame Q.
Oh, Q.
And I went like this. Oh, black call. Bloop. Howard Stern. Now people are tweeting me, calling me dumb Urs, which I deserve. Shuli from the show. I love Shuli. Shuli's laughing. I rolled him into voicemail. Now I'm just praying that maybe he'll call back. But I don't want to bother him. You don't bother. If you're a real fan of Howard, you leave him alone. I don't want to seem desperate. People are like, oh, you should call him. No. If you're a fan of Howard, I wouldn't even approach Howard in a restaurant if I saw him. You leave him alone. If you're a fan of him, you give him peace. So I'm not going to bother him and be desperate of like, will you call me back? But secretly, my voicemail is clear now. I cleared everybody. And I'm waiting.
All of them.
All of them. So there we go.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I'm going to just try to muddle through today.
Okay.
Things could be worse.
I would give you a hug, but COVID.
Yeah, COVID. Thanks.
Yeah.
Let's go like this, right?
And we don't really hug.
Right there. Virtual hug, Kendall. Very nice. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. We will persevere.
It's a good attitude.
Thank you. Clear your voicemails, everybody. Adam, clear your voicemails. Evan, clear your just in case Dinah Shore somebody calls you.
Who?
I don't know. Tim Allen has had a few memorable characters over the years. One of his most well-known, obviously, Tim the Tool Man Taylor on ABC's Home Improvement. Well, the Tool Man returned for a one-episode event on Tim's new show, Last Man Standing, and Tim talked about bringing the old character back. Look at this.
They call this episode Dual Time.
Dual Time. That's good.
It was pitched to me by the showrunner, who said, "Listen, he comes up with these weird ideas. A standalone episode. What if we could get the two guys to meet?" Then it gets into this weird world where the only other character I've done this for is Buzz Lightyear. Sometimes I'll say, Buzz wouldn't say that. Inevitably, people are telling me how to grunt. The writers are going, I want a curious grunt, and and they write it. Is that? That's a curious grunt, G-R-R with a question mark. And then I got so into it, I said, Tim Taylor wouldn't, number one, I'm not sure he translates to Mike Baxter. It was very difficult to be the two guys. More than, because I did most of the scenes, obviously, what did one side, did the other side.
Yeah.
But what's Tim Taylor like nowadays? And I got way into this.
Well, his hair's white.
Well, I would imagine if you play a character for that long, you do kind of wonder, well, what's he doing now, you know? Home Improvement ran for 8 seasons on ABC. The standalone episode of Last Man Standing airs next month. Were you a Home Improvement fan?
Yes, I loved that show so much.
You're the perfect age for it. I mean, you really are. That
JTT, too, was on that show.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Yeah. Everybody of your age had him in their locker.
Oh, I didn't have a locker. I had like the didn't fit in a locker. Are you kidding me?
Okay, you might want to hold that just in case the
never
law
know.
is watching.
You never know.
Yeah. Let's talk to the audience. Let's talk to Judith. Judith, did you watch Home Improvement?
I did.
Wasn't it? You know what? That was one of those, it was one of the better sitcoms of the 90s, wasn't it? It was just a good, I know this is a cliche, but a show you could just watch with your whole family, right?
Yes, but I always felt bad for the wife.
You did? Yeah, she's fine, yeah. Felicia, by the way, Fofo, if I may call you, clear your voicemail. Did you hear my story? I want you, make sure your voicemail, just in case Howard Stern calls you, Felicia, I need you to clear your voicemail.
I am, just because you said that.
Yeah, seriously.
I never check it.
No, I didn't know there was a limit. Anyway, that's a whole other Sally show. Thanks, ladies. We'll check in with you in a little bit. Next in the dish, the end has come for the sitcom One Day at a Time. Efforts to revive the reboot for a 5th season have proven to be unsuccessful. So the shows with Justina Mikado from Dancing with the Stars, Rita Morano, it ran for 4 seasons. At first it was on Netflix, then it went to Pop TV, and then both of those booted them. So then they ran on CBS for a couple episodes. Well, Sony, who owns it, tried to shop it to a new network. Well, insiders say the execs knew it was all over when Amazon's IMDb and Spectrum, don't even know what that is, declined. They were like, no, thank you. The original One Day at a Time aired in the 70s and 80s. I'm bummed. The reason we're bringing this story, I've heralded this show before. I loved it. I always say representation matters. This, as most Norman Lear shows do, this show spotlighted a family not often spotlighted on television, most certainly not in sitcoms, and it was a Cuban-American family. And you don't see that, sadly. There were gay characters in there. There were characters from every rainbow of life, and you just don't see that a lot. And I was really, really hoping it would find a home, but ultimately it had 9 lives, and all of them have expired, sadly. Yeah.
They've all expired.
Sorry about the random cat reference, but yeah, anyway.
You never know.
It was good, though. Hey, there's 4 seasons to watch. Search for it. You'll enjoy it. It's good. It's just a light, good sitcom. Lots more to come, everybody. Go clear your voicemails, and we'll be back right after these words. More Hot Dish, more fun. Next, are we getting another Downton Abbey movie? And if so, who exactly from the cast will be coming back? We have the dish. Then, it was a tense night of hard questions on The Bachelorette. Producer Ted will reveal if any of the men had some seriously wrong answers. And you've heard of holiday traditions like making cookies and carol singing, but have you heard of llama walking? Kendall has, and she's taking you along. Stay right there. The Jason Show will be right back.
I've got these plans like my 3rd cousin's wedding, running a 5K, drinking less booze,
seeing a concert, shopping for bedding, family reunion on a Disney cruise, then suddenly COVID. It's day 16, going on 17, here in my quarantine, staying at home and fixing Dad's iPhone. Where is my pal Jim Beam?
I'm carving my own puzzles, outdancing my TikTok feed, and next week I have big plans to make my own cheese. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I trust Dr. Fauci is just a little out here. I'm not throwing away my shot.
Kendall,
Yeah.
you know what I hope for in 2021?
What?
Thank you for asking. I hope for Howard Stern to call me. I hope that my voicemails will be empty. I hope for the vaccine to be highly effective. And I hope for Jimmy Fallon to not sing. In that order.
I liked that little
Maybe not in that
thing.
order. Let's put vaccine at the top, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
By the way, my mother jumping on the bandwagon. Would you like to hear the mother shade being thrown at me?
Always.
She goes, voicemail full. Really? That's where the shade comes in. Bad enough the same thing happened to me, your mother, when I tried to call you a couple weeks ago.
You sent your mother to the full voicemail?
No, I didn't send her a voicemail. It rolled there, and the voicemail was full, so she couldn't leave a message. The shade is real, Dar. That's 2020, the musical on The Tonight Show. Jimmy and Andrew Rannells recapping the year. Andrew Rannells, one of my favorites. He was here in Minneapolis for Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice guy.
Very enunciates very well. And I mean that as a compliment. It's hard to do in musicals.
Sure does. Next in the dish. One of the breakout stars of the quarantine is looking for some celebrity help to get out of prison. Jeff Orchid, no, I'm joking. Joe Exotic, that was for our crew. Joe Exotic has appealed to the pardon queen herself, Kim Kardashian West, to help him get a presidential pardon. Joe Exotic is serving a 22-year prison sentence in a failed murder for hire plot against his rival, Carol Baskin. Kim K, look, say what you will, she's had success in getting some people out of prison. You know, people that deserve it. In 2018, she successfully lobbied the president to grant clemency to a grandmother who's serving a life sentence for drug offenses. In her Halloween costume, if her Halloween costume is any indication, maybe he has a shot. She, her friend Jonathan, and 4 kids dressed up as Carol, Joe Exotic, and little tigers. No word from Kim's people if she's seen Joe request. Let me just go ahead and tell him the answer. No. 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 You don't. Come on, dude.
No.
This isn't a court of law, but no, you shan't be getting out of jail.
Can you just, like, of all the headlines in 2020, it doesn't even make you laugh that hard, but when you think back to, like, I don't know, 2018 when we were blissfully ignorant about pandemics.
Yeah.
This guy named Joe Exotic tried to kill another cat lady, and Kim Kardashian was going to get him clemency from the president.
Well, let's give Joe his credit, though. The only good thing he's done is he made us forget briefly about the pandemic in March and April, because we were all obsessed with Tiger King.
And that's another one. We're going to be obsessed with some show called Tiger King.
Yeah. Next in the dish, filming for the new Downton Abbey movie, because yes, there's going to be another one. We didn't even really know that. Is going to get underway in the spring, and if that's not good enough news, it will include one of the original's biggest stars. 85-year-old Maggie Smith will return as the Dowager Countess Violet Crowley. And the production team will be extra careful to keep her safe. According to the Daily Mail, much like Glinda in The Wizard of Oz, she will have her own bubble on the set. Literally a bubble. The first Downton Abbey movie, the reason they're making another one, here's why. The first one earned nearly $200 million in 2019 and cost about $77 to make. It was giant. Mm-hmm. Giant. Mm-hmm. Did you love the Downton Abbey, right?
I do love the Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried. Can I be honest?
So please, no, please lie to us.
Well, the movie was a huge success, and everyone who loves Downton Abbey also loved it, right?
Yeah.
Like, so we're
what
doing
you're
this
gonna say.
again, and I'm like,
You're afraid number 2 is going to be like Sex and the City Part 2?
yuck, such a good show, such a good movie. Why are we doing this again? What just happened?
The Crowleys will go to Morocco.
Abu Dhabi.
Thank you. The people that saw Sex and the City 2 got that joke. No, I'm happy. And I don't want to give any spoilers away, but the reason Maggie Smith is, there's a reason why everyone's like, really? That Maggie Smith is coming back. I won't tell you why, watch the movie, but we were all a little surprised. Let's talk to the audience. Now, ladies, we're going to have some fun with you right now. Forget Downton Abbey. But I have a sheet in front of me that executive producer Jeff Orchid puts in front of me to tell me the names of the audience because I can't see the Christmas tree blocks you. The reason I'm pointing this out is I'm showing the picture. I'm showing the card to the camera right now. Does anybody in our audience notice anything weird about the card that our executive producer gave me today? What's weird about it is none of these people are part of our audience today. There is no Leslie, there is no Carmen, there is no Samantha, and there is no Jenny.
No.
We're 4 out of 4. Nobody. Now, he did write this after an inordinate amount of Advil, but still. But Ruth and Ashley, Judith, Sevilla, and Felicia, we're thrilled you're here. Show of hands, is anybody a Downton Abbey fan? Any of you? Oh, good. 3 out of 4. I'll take it. Yeah. Thank you, ladies. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. And again, we're waiting for Leslie, Carmen, Samantha, and Jenny to show up. Ted, have they shown up yet? No.
Maybe they're at the door.
He wasn't even close, everybody. Wasn't even close. Next in the dish, Meryl Streep was on with Corden last night. Those two have worked together on 2 movies, and apparently James was not intimidated by Meryl's presence on the set of their first movie, Into the Woods. Look at this.
Did you know that I started a rumor on the film when you weren't in the morning that you'd been fired from the movie? It was one of the best ruses I've ever had in my life, and people really went for it. They were like, no. Were you aware that this was going on?
No, but they were very glad to see me the next day when I came to set. But were people relieved, kind of?
No.
Did you get that feeling?
Everyone was devastated. Everyone was devastated, and I couldn't have done it on my own. It was only because I had Christine Baranski backing me up.
Oh, she's an evil. She really is.
As soon as I winked at Baranski, she just went into Meryl is devastated.
I love both of them. I love all three of them. I love Corden. But Baranski from, The Good Wife, Good Fight, and Meryl starred in the Mamma Mia movies together.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Please, you can forget about the second one. The second Mamma Mia. Kendall, are you going to sit here on the Jason Show and look into camera 5, thank you, and say that Mamma Mia 2 was good?
I loved Lily James.
Okay. Did you notice? What are you, a politician? You didn't answer the question.
I loved Lily James.
Okay, you're still not answering, but you can't sit here and say that you loved Mamma Mia 2, right? You're under oath, Miss Young Lady. Just remember that.
Okay.
The 2-star in the new film, The Prom, now streaming on Netflix. Have you seen that one yet?
No, I've
The
never
Prom.
even heard of it, to be honest with you.
I want to see it. Mom, go watch it. Oh my God, someone just called. It says junk. Oh, okay. Now I'm paranoid. I'm not even going to sleep tonight. Now watch, it's Howard Stern.
You should have just answered.
Well, no, there's a number anyway. Next up, it's time to see what you have to say. We're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. Roll it, Leo.
You got mail.
Well, a lot of people are in the mood to make cookies. We got a huge response to a cookie we talked about yesterday on our Facebook show, the Jason Show Before the Show. The cookie, Stephanie Hansen's cut-out sugar cookie recipe that she shared about a year ago. We posted again on our Facebook page, and it created, woo, child. Kirsten says, I made them last year, and they are so good. We will be making them again next week. Christine says, seriously, easiest cut-out cookies I have ever made. And check this out. Carrie says she's excited to try this recipe using her 20 cookies at once cookie cutter. Look at that.
I need that.
What is that?
I need that.
Carrie said she got it at Aldi.
Oh.
She got that at Aldi?
We need that.
I didn't know you could get such things at the Aldi.
I didn't either.
Aldi's a magical place. You put a quarter in a slot and you get a cart. Did you know that? Next up, this made me crack up yesterday. Sharon writes, the first time I saw your show, I thought when you said it's time for the hot dish, I thought you were going to give us a recipe. So I ran and got a paper and pencil. No, I know. Can I tell you really quick, we don't have a lot of time. When our show went national a couple years ago and the Fox executives came in here, and when there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen, if you know what I mean. They wanted to change things. And anyway, and one of the things the highfalutin executives said, no, let's get rid of that hot dish thing. That won't translate. And I said, you want a show based in Minnesota, then let Minnesota stay in the show, you ninnies. So we fought for it. Producer Jeff, he got out his sword and his shield and he fought for it. We're keeping the hot dish, you executive ninnies. Thank you. And Eddie writes, hi, Eddie. Eddie says, my wife and I are stuck home during COVID. It took a while for this Irish curmudgeon, but I really like you and your show. Thanks for being there during this trying time. You're welcome, my favorite Irish curmudgeon. I hear that often from dudes, because, dudes, let's be very honest, not our typical demographic.
No.
But I love it. I love when guys come up and say, well, my wife watches your show, and you're not that bad.
Yeah.
I'll take it. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All you have to do is search for Jason Show TV and hit that follow button. Still ahead, Kendall spends some quality time with llamas, and that's a true statement. It's not hyperbole, I mean it. But next, the truth is out. Tayshia puts the guys through a lie detector. Producer Ted is recapping the latest Nutter Butter edition of The Bachelorette when we continue. Back in a moment, everybody.
Are you ready to meet Tayshia's family?
Yes.
Are you ready for Tayshia to meet your family next week?
I am. I swear I am.
Wow. Brendan's answer surprised me. It's interesting. Quite shocked. I wonder now, like, what else?
Have you ever cheated on someone?
Yes.
What is your name?
Devin, Riley, Christian. Sheesh.
Wow. You know it's true love when you get strapped to a lie detector. Fun fact, that's how Kendall and Jordan met. The men faced tough questions last night as their feelings were put to the test on The Bachelorette. But were there any of their questions, their answers rather, disqualifying? We're going to find out because it's time once again for America Loves Ted. Joining us from Bachelor Nation headquarters is our fearless show producer, Ted Johnson. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
How did she react? Because dude, his name's Zach, right, Ted?
Zach, yep.
He didn't even hesitate. The question was barely done. Did you cheat? Yes.
Yeah.
How did she react to that?
Well, not well, because she has a history. She said her marriage came apart because of cheating.
Yeah.
So he was really playing with fire here, and we've got a clip of him explaining exactly when he cheated. Leo?
I've cheated in my past. My first girlfriend, we started dating. And we were in love. I met another girl, and I later met up with that girl at a bowling alley, a Bowlerama, and I French kissed her while I was still dating Emmy. It was like on my first girlfriend in 6th grade.
Hey, Ted, you keep our history of our show at your office. Is that the first time we've had the sentence said on our show, I French kissed someone at the Bowlerama?
Yes.
That's the first time, right?
That is the first time.
Okay.
But, yeah, quite the story. He's lucky she let him explain it, because if he was just pranking, fooling around and, it was just a joke, but she didn't give him time to explain, that could have ended up very badly for him.
And the other thing in that clip about the lie detector, did dude really lie about his name?
So then we get Riley, who, yeah, it was just like a baseline question, what's your name? Apparently, and this is him telling her, his name was actually Dwayne. And he was he was named after his father, and they kind of went their separate ways, and he didn't want to be named that anymore. So was he lying about his name? Not really, because it's legally changed, but yeah, that was bizarre.
There was a one-on-one with Ben.
You remember Ben.
I do remember Ben. And did they get deep in this date?
They did get deep. He kept his clothes on mostly.
Thank goodness. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Yeah.
He, and this is the thing where we don't really have, they have nothing to do, right? So they're that's still at the La Quinta. So they have to have these real conversations. And so Ben he tried to commit suicide twice. And so he reveals it to her because she's like, you're holding something back. You're holding something back. And so he revealed it and, opened up to her.
Again, it's a very different Bachelorette.
Yep.
They are. Now, what happened between Bennett and Noah?
So, end of last week, we had Bennett and Noah on the 2-on-1. They were kind of facing off. Bennett was very passive-aggressive towards Noah. Eventually, she kicked Bennett out. Well, Bennett didn't like that, so Bennett came back. Question is, how did he come back if they're being quarantined? Well, so then they probably told the limo driver, hey, don't leave. We need him to stay and come back. So probably just went to the other side of the resort. He wanted her to, and then he puts his hand on her knee like, dude, she already dumped you.
Yeah, don't touch her.
So he's, making a play for her to come back. She's like, I'm so confused. She basically says, I have to think about it. Then he goes in for the kiss, and she goes, whoa. But that's where we are.
Are we close to the end?
I have no idea.
Okay.
There's no like beginning, middle, rose ceremony with these episodes. It is all just like, we had a rose ceremony at like 7:40 last night. And then we start over. My body, my mind is all out of whack.
Well, speaking of that, Ted, I hope you don't mind before you go, my phone rang during that segment.
Oh.
And I have a voicemail. You know, we're waiting. I'm
Sure.
waiting to see if would you mind if I played the voicemail?
By all means.
Yeah, here we go. Let me see if it's,
Hey, Jason, it's Howard Stern. Give me a call back at this number. See ya. Sorry that I got rolled.
Oh, now see, I would believe that, but that number is registered to a Ted Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds just like him, though.
Sounds just like Howard Stern, doesn't he? Ted Johnson, everyone. Wow. Still ahead. We're going to run down the best songs of 2020. Put your guesses in. You'll find out if you're right when we come back. Back in a moment. Nothing like Howard Stern. Welcome back. A little Dynamite from BTS on your Wednesday morning. That song is part of a new list from Billboard naming the top tunes of 2020. The first English language single from the K-pop group earned the #7 spot. Welcome back. I wish I knew more about K-pop. It's everywhere.
Yeah, Jeff and I are big fans of Blackpink.
I'm sorry, what?
Executive producer Jeff and I are big fans of Blackpink.
That's
Blackpink.
That's a group, right?
It's 4 girls.
4 girls, okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
K-pop.
I stopped knowing about music after the early 2000 boy band explosion.
Oh.
Then I was old.
Okay.
Yeah. For many of us, music was an important way to escape everything this year. Seriously, that and Tiger King and Animal Crossing. But will you agree with Billboard's picks? Coming in at #10, a song from the first big album released at the start of the pandemic. Look.
I should have stayed at home, 'cause now there ain't nowhere you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no.
Yep, it's Dua Lipa with Break My Heart. It's just one of several hits from her second album that earned her 6 Grammy nominations. No arguing there, absolutely. And you know why?
Why?
We ran that as a bump song on our radio show until I wanted to vomit. That's how I know songs are big, is when it plays in rotation on the radio station.
Over and over and over.
And I do like it. Now that I'm removed from it, I do enjoy it. Moving to the top 5, here's the #4 song of the year. That's Harry Styles with Adore You. We love Harry. We're wild about Harry. Billboard calls it a perfect pop gem to be played on repeat until someone complains. His song Watermelon Sugar was on last year's list. Yeah, Watermelon Sugar was a good song.
Watermelon sugar.
Yeah.
Ha.
But yeah, this is a good one. I love Harry. Niall and Harry are my favorite from One Direction.
I can never remember any of their names but Harry's.
I want to be like half as cool as Harry Styles, you know? He's like Mick Jagger, but for this generation. Just cool. Time for the #2 song, a tune you've probably heard 8 million times.
I can see clearly when you're
That's The Weeknd with Blinding Lights. It was the top Hot 100 song of the year, as well as the most played song on radio. Like, the most played. The Weeknd, by the way, will headline the Super Bowl in a few months. Yeah, this is everywhere. Again, on the radio station, hear it all the time. And I like The Weeknd. It's a good one. Okay, Kendall.
Yes.
Hold on to your wigs and keys and brooches. Okay, don't even want to tell you what that looked like.
I know.
Time for the #1 song of 2020, according to Billboard, courtesy of 2 pop divas.
I
Somewhere, our little Bjorn is dancing. A baby Bjorn. Remember Bjorn? We love him. I miss baby Bjorn. Billboard calls Rain on Me from Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande Latte the unofficial theme song of 2020, helping people survive the past year. We've all felt rained on. Other songs in the top 10 include Savage by Megan Thee Stallion, Cardigan from T Swift, and Midnight Sky from Miley Cyrus. You know, I don't always agree with all these lists. This one, I agree. I don't have one complaint.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
No. Yep. No, I'm good.
Still ahead, the moment you've been waiting for. Kendall, a llama, and a long walk in the park. It's a Hallmark movie coming your way next year. We'll be right back. Okay.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back.
Oh, no matter what they say.
Okay, Kendall, do it. Do the Jake bounce. Good. Yam House is actually going to be on our show next week, Tuesday. The boys are back. Yeah, welcome back. Many of us are looking for ways to celebrate the holiday season safely. And if you've already checked out light displays and made maybe some cookies, hey, how about walking a llama? It's just one of the things.
Weeping Willow Acres, MN, that is your farm.
We've always wanted to be on a hobby farm, and we did it, and we realized people want to experience the same thing that we are. So we have kind of morphed. We started with birthday parties, and we've done llamagrams.
A llamagram?
So llamagram is a llama, and it comes totally dressed with birthday outfits or, you know, Christmas, or we're gonna do Valentine's. Very first llamagram was to a nursing home. And the daughter said, I've never seen my mom smile for the past 2 years. It was 2 years.
Of the llama, she was so happy.
For 2 years, it was so meaningful.
Yeah, and so you were like, this has not been a fun year, let's just be frank. And so let's bring the joy to everybody.
Let's bring the joy.
So when somebody comes here, they get to, you hang out with, you've got llamas, peacocks, donkeys, miniature horses? Am I getting this all right? There's so many animals.
We've got a plethora of stuff. So they get to experience the llamas, and then we take a walk with the llamas, we've got a really beautiful backdrop in the back of our yard. They get the perfect Christmas photo.
Cute.
It's beautiful. Then we come around, come back, meet the other animals. Burrito, queso, and taco.
Those are so cute. Cute as the limbs. Are they mini horses?
They're mini donkeys, and they're like dogs. They're all up in your business. Everyone's been wanting to take one home. They've had their favorites.
Cute.
We've got chickens, and it's a fun event. It's magical. It's just fun and magical.
Well, I'm really excited. We're gonna go do it. I brought some friends who are much cuter than me. Go meet some llamas. Which one do I get to touch? Do I get to touch one? Can I touch a llama?
You 100% are going to touch
Eric,
one.
I'm going to touch a llama. Oh, that's so nice. Are you sure you can handle this llama? He licked your head. What does it feel like when a llama gives you a kiss? Does it feel kind of funny? I know somebody who has had a llama kiss. His name is Dale K, and he kissed a llama twice at the state fair. It was weird.
So these are the kind of how to handle a llama.
Okay.
They spit. Llamas, everyone knows they spit. They will not spit at you. They don't kick. They're very gentle.
Okay.
And they're very close to being therapy animals. When you hold them, hold their lead like this. Maybe 2 feet from their mouth.
Okay.
Don't put a lock on it.
Got it.
If they get loose, let them go. They'll come right back here.
Let them go. You like when I sing? This guy likes what I sing, for sure. Are you gonna spit at me? You guys fully trained in this? You ready for this? Are you fully trained? Do I just start walking?
Let's go.
Okay, come on, Santa. You walking me or am I walking you today? It's the conversation I have with my dog every day. Oh, you want to be on that side? Okay, that's cool. We cool with that? Oh, we just made eye contact. You missed it. Eric, I just made eye contact with a llama.
Kendall, give him a kiss.
What?
Give him a kiss.
At his mouth?
Absolutely. Just get him right here and give him a kiss. Oh, you did it!
Just a llama today. That was kind of nice. You didn't care. You're shrugging me off. Mrs. Claus is going to be upset about this. Come on, Santa.
So this is kind of like herding cats.
Oh. The director's cut will be available on DVD. Kendall joins me now. That was magical, Kendall.
It was magical. It was really sweet. The hobby farm was so cute, and they are doing everything to make sure it's really safe for people, so you can only have 6 people in your family there.
Oh, good.
But and the kids loved it. They had some people that knew them that were helping me out, as you saw. It was adorable.
Well, I just like it's a little off the beaten path, you know? You think of, okay, let's go look at lights. Like I said, caroling. I don't know who's caroling anymore, but you know.
Yeah, no, Lindsay Gensel told me about it. She's friends with a woman who she knows this woman, and they're just really cool people. And so give it a try if you're looking for something to do, you know?
To learn more about the magical Winter Wonderland experience, head to weepingwillowacresmn.com. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everyone. Welcome back. Hearing from people online, Joseph Thayer cleared his voicemail. He learned a lesson. Speaking of Howard Stern, I told you at the beginning of the show, I missed a phone call from him during the broadcast. This is not a joke. Abraham, our booking producer, came in and said this was left at the door of our studio. Adam, let's take a shot. It is a cake from Willette Bakery that says, "Thanks, Howard Stern." Now, from Howard Stern, I am always a little skeptical. I think someone's playing a prank on me. Advil-infused Jeff Orcutt, and you think it's real.
Why not?
I don't know. It would be an expensive prank to play, but if somebody heard the radio show and now, well, Ted called me, for heaven's sake, and imitated Howard Stern.
Yeah, but that's for TV.
You're very true. If this is from Howard Stern, I love you, and thank you so much, crew. And I'll be home tonight, and my voicemails are clear. Hint, hint. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everyone. Welcome back. Let's say goodbye, so long and farewell to our audience, Ruth and Ashley, Judith Sevilla, and my new buddy Felicia. Ladies, I'm sending you guys over a slice of the Howard Stern cake.
Oh, good.
Yes. Oh, now wait. We have a new little visitor. We have a new little visitor.
Yes.
Who's that?
This is Gavin.
Hi, Gavin. Hi, buddy. Welcome to. This is your TV debut. That's your TV debut, buddy. Yes. Well, thank you, ladies. Have a great holiday season.
Thank you,
guys. So we have a director's cut of Kendall's llama story. Photographer Eric had to leave something on the cutting room floor. Look at this.
It's kind of interesting about a llama is they don't have top teeth. They only have bottom teeth. And when you feed them, it kind of feels like a vacuum coming out.
Oh my gosh.
It's adorable.
It's like the most ticklish, hilarious experience I've ever had. That was great. Try again. I don't know how my hands are so ticklish.
Can I see a show of whose hands are ticklish? Anybody?
It's the weirdest feeling. You should try it.
I know I'm good, Kendall. I'll let you handle the llama feeding in the family. That's fine.
It's like a little.
Jeff says I got to cut that cake. It's a princess cake from Howard Stern, and it's made of what is it? Whipped cream, and we got to eat it quickly.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God the show's over. We got to eat. Tomorrow, Shayla from the Plant Penthouse is back. I love her, talking about gifts for the holiday season. Plus, Dax is here. That's going to do it for us. If you're a kid watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you that you're doing it wrong. Howard, I'll be home today. Call. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.